Is there anything that gets the juices flowing like a rivalry game? And our matchup is bitter. It has barbs and shots thrown on and off the field over the years. Welcome to the home of the Blue Hens in Newark and Delaware Stadium, as we'll see a squad from the Sun Belt, the James Madison Dukes, taking on a team from Conference USA, the Delaware Blue Hens. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So Delaware's offense will have the opening possession of the game. These rivalry games can really get the blood pumping, and we'll see who can manage their emotions best early.
Everyone's been waiting for this game, right? You know, both of these teams have had this game circled all the way back to the beginning of the offseason, so you got to be able to play under control.
With passion, with energy, with hatred, because it's a rivalry game, but keep your emotions in check and making sure I'm controlling what I can control.
And after giving up that completion, guys, I wonder if the defense is going to decide to stay in zone or maybe mix things up, a little more man coverage, maybe blitz.
Looking to throw on first down. Finds a spot in the middle.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
Might be changing the route. And the Blue Hens in a good spot here with second and short. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Blue Hens will snap it on first and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Makes the grab on the left.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
And the Blue Hens can really attack on this second and short. Back to pass. Under fire. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. The pocket broke down, and the quarterback had to take the sack.
Really impressed by this pass rush, Reese. Just guys winning their individual battles one-on-one up front. They're able to get to the quarterback.
They don't get nearly enough on third down, fourth down coming from the 48. The Blue Hens send out the punt unit. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. He'll make the fair catch at the 13, and they will have less than favorable field position here. So the James Madison Dukes offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. And Jesse, they've got a running back that they love to feature in this if he is able to answer the challenge.
Yeah, and listen, this guy might not be a Heisman finalist, but he can break off long runs. And this defense, David, they better be ready. They better pack a lunch, show up today, and try to get hats to the football. Because if you come out here with your B game, he can run all over you.
It is important for this offense, too, because they need to have balance on offense. They need the ground game to get going. He's capable. He's shown flashes. We just want to see it consistently.
Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. The Dukes with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Leaves it with the back. They get him stopped at the 26, but that'll be enough for this offense to go to work on first down.
And this is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
Setting up for a first and 10 from the 26. Pulls it and fires to the left. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
They pushed it out to the 39 after picking up 5.
on second down defensively, I'm always like, hey, let's get to third down. Really good job by the offense. It's like, nah, we're going to stick this run right down your throat, get the first down on second down. We don't need third downs.
And the Dukes are on the move. Looking to throw, it's Sluka. Caught in the backfield, it's Kyle. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. Looking to fire. On target. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this third down play. Clock running. Fires downfield. And the defense getting a hand in there on third down. The Dukes decide to punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Guys, the Delaware offense going back to work. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
They've crossed midfield at the 45 with a 1st and 10. Fires deep toward the end zone. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
I think sometimes as a quarterback, when your offense is struggling, you don't have any points up on the board yet here at the end of the first half. You're just trying to take a shot to see if your guy can make a play. And that time, he thought he had the matchup he wanted, but he has just not been able to ever find a rhythm. And this defense is making it really hard on him, forcing that one to fall incomplete.
The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
And the Blue Hens come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. They'll try to get the first through the air. Just a short pass to the tight end. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's 1st down at the 27. The Blue Hens come to the line with a new set of downs. Completes it in the middle. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. And the Blue Hens with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Caught close to the marker. It's LeBoy. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. From the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Touchdown, Delaware! The offense puts up 6 with that trip to the end zone.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. That drive covered 57 yards for the touchdown. And they top it off with a 14-yard pass for the touchdown. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Leaves it with the back. It's a seam wide open. They pick up the first down. They'll mark him at the 34. Got to be expeditious here. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Scanning the field, it's Sluka. quickly out to the tight end. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
Back to throw, time running short in the half. He's going to throw deep right side. He can haul it in, incomplete. They took a shot, but that's how we'll wrap up the half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotions, and they were on full display in that first half. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to see who comes out on top of this rivalry contest.
All right, Kevin about ready to start the second half here. He'll put total leather and get this second half started. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Offense gets set for second down. To the air, it's Sluka. Fires to the tight end. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
And the Dukes really need to keep this drive alive on third down. Fires to the big fella. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a good.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
He only needs a sliver of daylight. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. Guys, the Blue Hen offense going to work. They'll open this drive from their own 42-yard line. Makes the catch. It's Patterson. The Blue Hens can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Wants to go up top. Rushes on him. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. And the Blue Hens are at the line trying to move the sticks on third and short. Pressure coming. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. The punt team makes its way onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He makes the fair catch, and they'll spot the ball at the 18. Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. Gives it on the option. Tried to move that pile forward. He maybe gets two. He's down at the 21.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
We've come to the end of the period. It's Delaware holding the lead. They've built a cushion. They've got a nice lead. Now the task is finish the deal as you take a look at the third quarter stats. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. So the final period starts with a second down play. Now the play fake. Fires to the wideout. That is just a sideline clinic. Throw, catch, toe drag, everything you want. From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. The sure hands, it's Sanchez. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
And they pick up just a few on that completion.
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like, they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them and staying really close to the line of scrimmage because of their lack of their big play ability over the top. This offense has to dial something up.
Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
And this is one of the things that makes this defense so tricky is they've got incredible speed at the inside linebacker position. Not only can they go sideline to sideline and run east-west, but they can run downhill on blitzes, and they can get to your quarterback.
It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on 4th down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. Trailing by a touchdown, getting late in the 4th, and this is a huge, perhaps a defining moment in this game. He'll go up top, maybe a deciding play here. That's caught, it's Sanchez. And he wisely gets out of bounds. The clock can be the enemy right now, and this offense needs to get some points. In search of that tying touchdown. They've moved the chains a couple of times. It's 1st and 10 again. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking for a man. It's Sluka. Makes the grab. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. The Dukes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the air on 1st down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Sanchez. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. 2nd down. They'll go to the air. Got a man, it's Alston. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. It's now 1st and 10 from the 24-yard line. That pass is incomplete.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down. They'll try to move the chains on 3rd down from their own 20. From the gun, wants to pass. It's incomplete and maybe a little too aggressive from this senior trying to fit that one in there. And here we go, down a score. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. The decision to go for it does not pan out. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. There's a long and storied history of great games between these two rivals, and this chapter adds another to that legacy.
Really impressed by the poise by the winning team as well here. They weren't overhyped in this game. They came out, they looked prepared, they were calm, definitely confident, and David, they were able to go out and execute well enough to get this win.
And it's hard in these rivalry games with all the emotions running so deep. Like, you